Why, hello, welcome back to Fonz Talks Jerseys. It is I, Fonz the Falcon, your jersey connoisseur here on YouTube, and here we are with another video, another team's top 10 from a fan. I want to give a shout out to Idris Motley, who DM'd the Instagram page, Fonz Talks Jerseys, followed, by the way. He said, you should do a top 10 Atlanta Hawks jerseys or Oregon football uniforms. Let me tell you, I greatly appreciate your suggestion. You're going to get both requests. The Oregon football one is going to take a little bit longer because they got like 30 million and two different types of uniforms, but I'm going to get your Atlanta Hawks one right now. As you know, with the team's top 10, if you haven't seen the Dallas Mavericks one yet, definitely check that one out. The link will be down below. It's simple. My top 10 favorite Atlanta Hawks uniforms. I went through the archives, went through the past ones, and I made my top 10. Much like with the Mavericks one, if they were considered a hardware classic or a classic one, they're going to be meshed together with the actual time they've been worn. I'll explain more when it gets to it. It's simple. How do they look? Do they still hold up, some of them? And just overall, if I like them or not. It's the most simplest thing in the world. Follow along. Let me know down below, what is your favorite Atlanta Hawks jersey? My number 10 is the 2007 to 2014 home Hawks jersey. The all white here, you see with the red stripe, and then the navy here, it says Hawks on it with the numbers. For me, with this one, it just reminds me of the era of Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, the early Al Horford days. I don't know why, I just love this one a lot. Maybe not people like this Hawks uniform, but I personally like this one. Now for 2014, 2015, they had the same exact uniform, but instead of Hawks, it just said Atlanta on it. Personally, for me, I like when it has the team name on it for this one. So Hawks, it makes the list at number 10. Again, just reminds me of an era that I grew up watching with basketball. Might not be popular to some, but for some reason, I like it. That one word had Atlanta on it. It ended up being the only year they had it because the following year they went back to those really, really bad uniforms, the neon green, black, and red uniforms. They're not going to be on this list. Those are absolutely horrible, but these, what a time. My number 9 is actually the only current uniform that is in their rotation right now. Is their statement uniform that was part of their revive with their uniforms in the 2020 season when they got the association icon statement one. The statement one's my favorite, the black here with the yellow and red stripes on it. It says Hawks on it. It's really nice. It is a revive uniform, the second in their Nike era. It's similar to their mid-70s kind of style here with the black, yellow, and red here. I don't know why, just a clean look to me. It's my favorite of all of them. All the current Hawks uniforms aren't terrible, but that black one is just really nice to me. And I like the Jordan patch with it. The cool colors. You didn't think yellow and red would work with the black here, but it does. I really do like it. Number 8, we're going old school. The 1972 to 1975 away uniform. This is a really, really cool one, a unique one here. This is actually the first year at Atlanta when they made their colors red and white with the yellow accents on it. You see here with the red has Atlanta on it with the numbers, and on the collar here, it is white with like the red stripes on it. This is actually really popular, this jersey. It became a classic edition jersey in 2017 and 2018, the first year when Nike became the provider for the NBA. So the switch when it went from the older colors, we'll get to a little bit, to the red and yellow accents here. The switch was made because it was with the NHL team, the Atlanta Flames at the time. It was the same owner, and he wanted to keep the colors similar for both teams, hence why the colors are here, and they're still the same colors today. I don't know why, I just like the checker stripe on the collar. It's just really end on the shoulders here too. Simple Atlanta on it. It works. I did like it as a classic uniform. They should kind of bring it back as a classic. It's just a simple one, but it works. Number 7, we're going with the 2019 to 2020 City Edition uniform, the black base here with peach accents on it. And it was a tribute to Atlanta's Peachtree Street. You know, with the City Edition uniforms, you know how they kind of represent the city of a certain team here. They got to go with a little bit unique, a little bit of an outlook here. But this one was simple. It's the black uniform with the peach accents. You don't really see the peach color, but again, it fits Atlanta, Georgia perfectly. Instead of saying Hawks or Atlanta, Peachtree, it was different. Again, it fits the city uniform mold perfectly. It's a nice one, and I'm surprised they didn't bring this back for another year with the City Edition uniforms. That's just my opinion. Really, really nice one. Number 6, we're going old school here with the 1970 to 1972 away uniform. So the team moved to Atlanta in 1968, and they supported the baby blue and white uniforms until 1970 when they added the green and blue white palette to it. So this is kind of the revive when they moved to Atlanta here. It doesn't fit the Atlanta mold now with the red colors here, but I just kind of like this old school look here. It became very popular. It became a classic edition uniform in 2016 and 2017. I would not be shocked if they bring it back again for the Nike era. I like the Atlanta wording here. The numbers look really cool. I like the green stripe from one shoulder, goes across the chest to the other shoulder with the other white and green stripes here on the other side. I don't know why. I know maybe some people don't really like this one, but I personally think it's a really cool jersey. Different colors and we're used to seeing with the Hawks. The baby blue, it's nice. They should definitely bring it back for a classic edition uniform because I think a lot of people would definitely get one of these. The halfway point here at number 5, we're going with the 2020 to 2021 City Edition uniform. Again, the city uniforms, like I just said before, pay tribute to the team city itself. Got to be outlandish and unique, but this one was simple again. Black base here with the gold accent here, and it has MLK on the front here, and it pays tribute to civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr., who was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I like the story here. I like the tribute to Martin Luther King, Dr. King. It's just simple, but it works. The MLK, it's a historic aspect to it. The black and gold really works here. It's just clean, it's simple, and a nice tribute. Number 4, the 1982 to 1992 away uniforms here. I just think of Dominique Wilkins with this jersey. I just like it's on a slant here with Hawks. The number is a slant as well here too. The red and gold, iconic here with the Atlanta Hawks, with the old Pac-Man kind of logo here. Again, it just reminds me of Dominique Wilkins in those early days with the Atlanta Hawks. It's clean. I like it better than their home one person because the all red looks a little bit better here. I don't know, something about it feels nostalgic, especially with the slant here. I don't know. Normally teams don't do the slant nowadays, but it was very old school back in the day to have it like this. It's just a really nice one. Number 3, I think it's one of the more underrated uniforms in all of the NBA, I would gotta say. Definitely one of the more underrated City Edition uniforms because no one really talks about it. And that's the 2018 to 2019 City Edition uniform for Atlanta. You see it's a white base with a black and gold trim, and it was a nod to the team's 50th anniversary in Atlanta. Now, when you think with the Hawks, you obviously think with the red being the main color here, with a little bit of the yellow. But for some reason, I just like it. It looks just very crisp and clean. The gold is really cool. It's a good nod to 50 years in Atlanta at the time. I like the black triangles on the side here. They should bring this back. I'm surprised they don't have this more in the rotation. I personally think it's one of the more underrated uniforms in Atlanta Hawks history and one of the more underrated ones in all of like the NBA, maybe even just the Nike era. I don't know. It just looks crisp and clean to me. I just kind of like this one a lot. I'm really ashamed I never got one of these. I really got to find one. It's just really nice. I don't know why. Number 2 is the 2021-22 City Edition uniform. Much like the Mavericks one I mentioned in the last video, the 2021-22 City Edition uniforms was in honor of the NBA 75th anniversary. So all the City uniforms had a mixture and a ragtag of all different uniform eras into one. So I'll explain here what the uniform is itself. So the yellow base is from their 04 to 07 alternates, and then the full-bodied Hawk logo is from the 95 to 99 uniforms, and we'll get to that in a little bit. The Atlanta script was from the 1970 to 72 uniforms, which we saw a few moments ago, and the block numbers and striping are from the 60s uniforms. It wouldn't all work. Now, normally I don't like yellow-based uniforms, but I just like it with the giant Hawk logo. The cool number is above here. The Atlanta scripture is a different era, just all different eras into one. But for some reason, it works. It really does. And I just wish they brought this more. And I just like that giant Hawk logo. Something about that giant Hawk logo. Yeah, the big giant Hawk logo. Literally, that's my number 1 here. The 95 to 99 away uniform. It just screams 90s basketball. The giant Hawk with the claws holding onto the basketball. Hawks above it here with the number. And again, I'm not a fan of numbers above on the top of the jersey, but again, it works so well here. It became so popular. It was a classic uniform in the 2012 to 2013 season. I'm surprised they haven't brought this back yet for the Nike era, and I won't be shocked if they eventually do. It's just a really cool jersey. I like this one here instead of the home one, which was white, but this one was the black with the gradient red on the bottom. Again, something about the giant Hawk logo. Just really, really, really nice. And I'm just picturing Dikembe Mutombo blocking a bunch of shots in this uniform. It's just so nice. Just so fresh and so clean. Shout out to Outcast. And that's my personal list of my 10 favorite Atlanta Hawks uniforms. Let me know down below which ones I got right, which ones did not get right, which one should have made the list, which one is your favorite. Let me know down below. Now, if you have a suggestion for a team top 10, definitely DM the Instagram page at FonsTalks or comment down below which team should I do next in the team top 10s. This has been a lot of fun so far. I got a lot of other videos lined up on the channel. You don't want to miss out. Gonna do a bunch of other things. I do some uniform previews I've done for the NBA season, which you definitely want to check out. I do weekly best games on the NFL just on the uniform masters alone, and a bunch of other videos. You definitely want to subscribe, hit the bell, tell a friend, tell a couple of friends. I have a podcast, the Slick Back Kickback Report, which you can find on any podcast app. It's also on YouTube. Again, the link will be down below. You can follow my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter /X at FonsTheFalco. The links will be down below in the link tree. It's very simple for you people. This has been so much fun so far in Fonz Talk Jerseys. We're literally over 2 months into the channel. It's been a blast. I got a lot more videos lined up for you guys. You definitely don't want to miss out. On that note, have a good day, good night, good evening, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.